Hey guys, I decided to make this movie about the sun. I've come across a few things that seem kind of out of place. Been taking a few pictures of the sun and changing the colors in the background and whatnot about it. I just wanted to show you guys what I've discovered. These are actual pictures of the sun that I took on a cloudy day. And I changed the colors and stuff with it. There's just a few weird things about it. This is the sky. This is what it looked like. Before. Well, yeah. Get to those in a minute. Yeah, this is what the picture looked like before I changed the colors and everything on it. I noticed that there's a weird spot on it. I don't know if you can see it on here. Yeah, you can. See those 4 dots right here? Those appear to be on all the pictures of the sun I can find. Or that I find. And in different colors it gets clearer. But you can clearly tell that there's a few black spots in there. And it's only on one part of it. So after tweaking with the colors and stuff, found a few more odd things. Like about how the rays come off of it. I just thought it was kind of weird. These are all pictures of the same sun, just under different colors. This is the same exact spot in the sky, but you can't see the sun through the clouds. It's actually a perfect day. The sun looked exactly like the moon. You could stare right at it without it blinding you because it was behind the clouds. I suppose it would help better if I had better pixels, but this one I thought was quite interesting. Because what I personally think the sun is 2 beams crossing across each other. And it's kind of weird that all 4 corners of these are quite obviously different, darked out. And this was all a picture of the same sun, I just changed the colors on it. All this sun right here. I found this one odd because it seems to be like beaming through the clouds in an odd way. But you can still see those marks right there. And then like the outside here appears to be different than this part over here. This part over here looks a little thicker while this side looks, it doesn't really have an outlining to it. And again, you can see those. It's just strange that it's in all those pictures. This is the actual picture without any color changing to it. But I've even discovered where the sun is being shot up in the sky at, over in Egypt. You can't really see on here, but there's an odd red ring around here with twice as many rings on the bottom side here. So you can see how the bottom half isn't as bright as this top half. Maybe it could be the clouds that are over it causing just this piece not to show up, or? Here's a different picture of the sun. This was taken up in Hibbing, Minnesota. I found this one really odd because it's not even a circle. It's got a big old patch right here. It's got some beams coming through right down there. I mainly took this picture because of the chemtrails. But then I noticed, look at this blue dot right here. What is that? Is that a reflection from my camera? I don't know. I thought it was odd because there's this dark part right there. And when you look at the sun, you got the same dark part right here. I find that really odd. Along with all the beams coming off of it and it not actually being round. All the other ones are perfectly round. This one's actually got beams coming off of it. But yeah, I mainly took this for these chemtrails coming in here. Quite strange. I took this picture on Google Maps over in Egypt. I was looking around and I found this mound that looked very odd. Very, very odd. After changing the colors, you can clearly see that it's a light beam. There's nothing else it could possibly be. It couldn't be the sun shining on it. It's clearly beaming the light out. Here's a closer picture without the colors changed. And here's a picture of it farther away. This is what it looked like. But you notice you see these dots right up here? That's one thing that really stuck out to me because we see those same dots in that corner of the sun every time. So there's no doubt that this is an infrared beam being shot up from the middle of the desert in the middle of nowhere, which I find is very odd. Because you can clearly tell that that's infrared. That's clearly something there. Unmistakable. Unmistakable, I would say. I don't know, that's my opinion. I don't know what else it could possibly be, being so bright. Like, I darkened the colors as dark as I could get it on here. I took everything down as black as it would go. And this is what it ended up with. I've also discovered the moon, where that's being shot up at. This is another odd hole right in the middle of the desert. Very odd place to have a completely perfect circle. And then all these other spots around here, they could be like the stars, maybe something. I don't know. I'm not saying I know for sure what it is. But I think it's quite odd that this happens to look almost identical to our moon. Almost identical. You can see the little craters and everything. And it's just sitting out in the middle of the desert. And this looks like some kind of waterfall or something, maybe. Kind of weird that it comes out in two spots. Now you got a picture of this projected up in the sky. That's why you won't see these, but this is where that darker part of the moon comes from. And these would be the craters. Yeah, I just thought I'd throw this out there. Just to see if anybody's got anything to say about it. I've already discovered what causes gravity. And why it's messed up all of our calculations and why we're stuck up on this mountain, but I just thought I'd throw this out there. Like it, share it, investigate it, take some pictures of the sun yourself and see what you come up with.